What's up, good people? It's Pete Thorn. Welcome to the studio. Hey, I'm super excited to be making this video. Why, you say? Well, I'll tell you. Because all the guitar parts on that track at the beginning of the video were recorded direct using my signature amplifier plugin, the Pt100 plugin from Plugin Alliance, Brainworx, Suhr, and myself. Now, it's been out for a few years now, but it's only been available on the UA platform, so you had to have UA hardware in order to use it. Now it's available natively. No matter what interface you're using, you can use it. No matter what DAW you're using, you can use it. And it just sounds awesome. It's also a great price. In the link in the video description below, it'll take you to a special deal that's on right now, and it's like a great introductory price, so be sure and check it out. So how did I record all those parts? Well, I took my guitar, I plugged it into my pedal board so I could use my wah like for the solo and stuff. Took the output of the pedal board and I plugged it right into the high Z input on my UA interface. And then in Logic, on the various channels in Logic, I've got a bunch of instances of the Pt100 plugin loaded up. So it's loaded in the DAW. It's just as simple as loading it up on a channel, tweaking the knobs till you get a sound you like, find a cabinet sim that you like, and then you rock. It's also super low hit on the CPU. I've got 8 instances of it open right now, and it's working just great. Now, in this video, what I'm going to do is solo a bunch of those parts outside of the mix so that you can hear the individual tones that I came up with, because I'm using like the different channels, I'm using the boost on one part, using different cab sims and all that good stuff. And then I'm going to also turn the virtual knobs and stuff on the plugin while I play one of those parts from the song at the beginning of the video so you can hear what the various controls on the plugin do. So I want to show you how easy the plugin is to use and how you can tweak it. It's just going to appear on your screen there so you can easily see what I'm doing when I'm tweaking some of the knobs here. And I'm going to use that first guitar part from the song at the beginning of the video to demonstrate how the plugin works. So first of all, what I want to show you is that if you just hit this effects rack button right here, what opens up in the bottom of the kind of the plugin screen is down there in the bottom left, you've got your cabinet selection, so you can pick from a whole range of different cabinets there. And there's a ton of them in there. So I'm on number 77 right now, which is one of my favorites incidentally, and that's my own signature Suhr 212 cabinet, and I just really like the sound. Now, if I click on this thing here that says RC info, you can see what is being used to record that impulse response, or what was used. So it gives you the list of the microphones. Here it's the SPL Nugget mic and the Royer R121. The preamp was from a Neve console, and all that kind of good stuff. And it tells you the cab too. PT closed back with the 150 watts with 2 Celestion G12H75 creambacks. So you get some info there on how they made that particular impulse response that's loaded in there. And anyways, there's a ton of them in there. It's like 100 or something. Let's see, how many is it? It's 120 and 119. So then what else we got here? We've got a noise gate up here that works really, really well, just with simple controls. You got a range control there. That'll control the amount of reduction when the gate kicks in decibels. And then you've got a threshold control that allows you to set how low the signal has to drop before the gate kicks in. Then you got a simple delay in there, which is just a really simple mono delay. You can darken it up. There's no modulation or anything. You can make it kind of like a full digital delay or darken it up with the lo-fi control. And it works really well for good basic kind of, if you just want a simple, you know, echo 300-400 milliseconds, something like that. It's really cool. And then you've got a couple things here, power, soak, and input gain down here in the bottom right, so that you can crank up, kind of like boost into the front end of the virtual amp if you want to. If you want to hit it harder to compensate for weak pickups or something, you could do that. These are also really useful, these two controls right here, for bypassing the preamp and also bypassing the power amp. If you bypass let's say the preamp and the power amp, essentially what you get now is an impulse response loader, which is pretty cool, because what you can do is run, say, the output of a load box or something like that right into your computer, and then just load up one of our cab sims we've got in here. And this just, you know, disables the preamp and the power amp, essentially the amplifier portion, and just leaves the cab sim active. So it's kind of neat, because it gives you some options there. If you want to disable the actual amplifier portion of the plugin, just use it in other ways as, say, an IR loader. Pretty cool that way. Up here you get the controls from the amplifier, and everything is really perfectly replicated as far as the crunch switch, the bright on channel 1, the bright for channel 2 and 3, Even the colors of the LEDs are right. I mean, it's really cool. You've got your boost switch in there, channel select switch there will let you go through all 3 channels. And then you got, actually, the only thing that's different on the plug-in is you get a couple controls from the back of the amplifier, such as the presence control, the feedback control, and the depth control. And these are on, of course, the front of the plug-in because there's no back of the plug-in. So, okay, so I'm just going to hit record here in my Logic session, and this is going to allow me now to kind of turn the knobs and tweak the sounds of this one guitar track as it's rolling, just kind of on the fly. So what I want to show you guys is actually some stuff like the tight controls over here, the tight and smooth controls. So listen for that. This allows you to filter the sound of the plug-in essentially, and allows you to take out some low end. So like say you want a really tight overdrive sound. Well, you can use this tight control to filter everything above a certain frequency point. And it's easiest just to hear it in action. So I'll show you that in a second. And also the smooth control is going to shut down everything above a certain frequency and allow you to kind of smooth out the top end if you'd like to kind of warm up the sound just really simply. So it's kind of neat. All right, so let's get it going here, and I'm just going to tweak some controls, and you hear how easy it is to kind of tweak stuff on the fly. And keep in mind that after you record a part, the coolest thing about using plugins to record your guitar parts is you can tweak it in the mix. So you're not committed to a sound that you already printed with a microphone or something. It's totally tweakable, you know, after the fact, after you've recorded the part. That's pretty neat. Thanks for watching my video on the PT100 plugin, now available natively so you can use it with whatever your DAW of choice is, with whatever interface that you like. For more info about the plugin and also for a great introductory deal on the plugin, click that link in the video description below. It'll take you to all that you could ever want to know about this plugin. Thanks to Suhr and Plugin Alliance and Brainworx for being my partners in this project. I think this thing is awesome. I'm a tube amp guy, you guys know that, but I think it's amazing that you can get this close with a plugin and get some amazing sounds. Basically on a MacBook Air, you can take a PT100 with you anywhere and get some world-class awesome guitar tones. Please hit subscribe if you haven't. Hit the bell beside the subscribe. You'll get an alert when I put out a new video. I'm Pete Thorn. Take care. Over and out.